Jesus, the greatest shaman to ever walk this earth. When we think of a shaman, we often imagine an ancient figure, draped in ceremonial garb, chanting by firelight or guiding seekers through profound spiritual experiences. But what if one of history's most profound spiritual figures, Jesus of Nazareth, embodied the essence of a shaman in the most extraordinary way? By definition, a shaman is a teacher, healer, prophet, and intermediary between the physical and spiritual realms. Jesus not only fulfills this definition, but transcends it, making him arguably the greatest shaman to ever walk this earth. Jesus' teachings form the cornerstone of one of the world's largest spiritual movements. His lessons, often delivered through parables, were not just moral instructions, but deeply transformative messages about love, forgiveness, and the kingdom of God. He taught people to look within and to cultivate their connection to the divine, a hallmark of shamanic wisdom. Healing was central to Jesus' mission. From curing the blind to raising the dead, he demonstrated a profound ability to channel divine energy to restore health and wholeness. These acts weren't just physical miracles. They were spiritual awakenings for those who witnessed them, pointing to the greater healing of the soul. As a prophet, Jesus spoke with clarity about the unfolding of divine plans, often foretelling events with uncanny precision. His vision of a world where love and compassion reign aligned with the prophetic role of a shaman who guides their community toward a higher truth. Perhaps the most shamanic aspect of Jesus' life was his role as a bridge between the spiritual and physical realms. His ability to commune with God, perform miracles, and offer himself as a vessel for divine will exemplifies the essence of shamanism. In his death and resurrection, Jesus transcended the ultimate boundary between worlds, showing that the spiritual and physical are deeply interconnected. One of the most compelling examples of Jesus' shamanic journey is his 40 days in the desert. A shamanic initiation is a profound learning experience akin to a vision quest that all shamans undergo. These initiations, often marked by struggle or suffering, serve as a time for receiving the wisdom and knowledge necessary for the path of healing others. Jesus' initiation began when he was led into the desert by the Spirit, another hallmark of shamanic practice, as shamans are often guided by spiritual forces. During his 40 days of fasting, suffering, and temptation, he faced trials that tested his resolve and spiritual connection. Emerging from the desert, Jesus carried with him the knowledge of the ancients, wisdom that became the foundation of his teachings. This period of isolation and spiritual refinement is a profound example of shamanic transformation, where one's struggles lead to deeper understanding and empowerment. Today's shamans, healers, and spiritual practitioners are often dismissed as eccentric or out of touch with modernity. However, they are simply continuing the ancient work of bridging worlds, healing wounds, and guiding others towards spiritual awakening. Jesus himself was part of this ancient lineage, drawing upon traditions of mysticism, prayer, and communion with the divine that predate his earthly life. Shamans of today, regardless of cultural or religious background, honor this lineage by serving as conduits of wisdom and healing. While their practices may look different from Jesus's, the essence remains the same: a dedication to helping others find their way back to wholeness and connection with the sacred. Recognizing Jesus as a shaman is not about diminishing his divinity or reducing him to a label. Rather, it's about honoring the universal principles he embodied and the profound spiritual work he accomplished. It's a reminder that the path of the shaman, like the path of Jesus, is one of selflessness, courage, and unwavering faith in the unseen. By embracing this perspective, we can deepen our understanding of both Jesus and the shamanic traditions that could continue to thrive today. It allows us to see the continuity of sacred work across time and culture, fostering unity among spiritual seekers of all paths. As we navigate a world often disconnected from spirit, the teachings and example of Jesus remind us of the power of love, healing, and connection. Shamans today walk in his footsteps, striving to bring light into the darkness and to help humanity remember its divine nature. By seeing Jesus as the greatest shaman, we honor not only his legacy, but the timeless wisdom that guides us all back to the source.